Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you back to the Mango Grove for this Ethereum USD analysis video. In the previous video, just around half an hour ago, I covered Bitcoin USD. If you missed it, go ahead and check that out. And in this video, we'll be covering Ethereum. We've been covering Ethereum for the past week now. Ethereum has been very exciting, so let's get started. We've been looking at Ethereum on the 2-day. If you guys do remember, I did take a long somewhere around this retest at 200 and I believe at 202, and I did take my profits over here at 223, right? We talked about how we weren't looking for Ethereum to have any further continuation until we close inside this cloud over here. Until we close inside the cloud over here, a 2-day candle close inside. We did not get that. If we did get that, we were looking for a move all the way up to 263. Unfortunately, Ethereum got rejected at the bottom of the cloud. Kinda expected. This move was very aggressive, right? As soon as and that was why I took my profits over here too. I've been discussing this throughout the week, so you guys know my mentality and my mindset while going through this trade. If you missed it, go ahead and watch those videos, guys, right? Especially if you're a new trader, you'll understand the mindset of someone who trades for a living. So we took our profits over here, and then we are looking for a short trade, but we are looking to see that confirmation, right? We weren't too convinced that Ethereum would actually see that downside. That's why you always look for confirmation. Our confirmation came on the 12-hour time frame. We can go ahead and look at the oscillators. As soon as we saw this candle over here that took out the low of the previous candle of this top, and along with the bearish divergence, that was a big signal to turn on our short trade. We got into the short trade somewhere around 200. It was on this retest over here, right? 218, 219. I did take my trade on the March positions, on the March contracts, so that premium is now going in my favor because it's beginning to thin out. So yeah, I do still have that short position, but I'm hedged on it, right? So to fully explain why I did that, let me go turn on the 2-day, turn on the Ichimoku. We have lots of support in this area over here. For starters, we have the Tenkin coming in at 194 on the 2-day time frame. On the daily as well, we have the Kijun that was sitting over here. That's where I'd taken part of my profits. I also took some of my profits at 206, and the reason I did that was, if I go ahead and turn on the 200, it wasn't over here, it was on the 12-hour time frame, I do believe. Yep, on the 12-hour time frame, we do have the 200 and the 207 level lining up with the 200 EMA. So I first took my profits over here at 207, then I took some more profits over here at 202. In fact, over here I'd taken most of my profits, and I actually even flipped long at starting at 201. Okay, now this is where I, as a trader, have to admit my mistake. Okay, so I flipped long this morning at 201, and I shouldn't have done that. The reason I did that was because I was looking at the daily, right? I was looking at the daily 21 EMA, and I was getting excited to flip long. You guys know, if you guys have been following me in these videos, you guys know that I've been targeting 195, 194 for a while now. So I should have been a little bit more patient and waited for that to show up. But I started like basically dollar cost averaging into the trade, and that wasn't something that I was planning on doing. I'd broken my own rules. The right thing to have done was to wait for the trade to play out, especially since we closed underneath the Kijun. There was no reason for me to get too excited just yet. That was actually a bearish sign, right? So I did start scaling in into my long at around 200ish, and look what happened right after. We saw price actually come down and hit my initial target. Now, I did add to my long over there as well at 194, and over here at around 200, I didn't take too big of a position, but that doesn't excuse me. That was bad trading. That was bad execution. That was me jumping into the trade far too early, okay? Especially if that wasn't my plan. If I'd said something like, you know what, Sean, you start getting into your trades somewhere around the zone over here. If I'd said that to myself and then done that, that would have been fine. But that's not what I'd said to myself. I was reacting to price. Oops, there's a alert on XLM over here. Okay, I'll check that out in a bit. Anyways, now the trade is going well. But that doesn't excuse me, okay? And that's what you guys need to know. Just because the trade goes in your favor doesn't mean you shouldn't congratulate yourself, right? Okay, I'm actually berating myself for here because I should have waited. Now What am I looking for Ethereum to do? Well, for one, I'm looking for Ethereum to close at the very least over the daily 21 EMA over here. Okay, if it does close over the daily 21 EMA, I'm gonna stay in the trade. If it doesn't, I'm going to de-risk. I'm not going to get out of the trade completely because I am still playing this on the 2-day time frame. And as long as Ethereum, when is the next 2-day closing? The next 2 days actually closing. Well, we started a brand new 2-day today. As long as Ethereum is living over the 10kin and the 21 EMA over here on the 2-day time frame, I'm going to stay in the trade. Okay, so if on the 26th we close underneath this area over here, I'm going to get out of my trade, or I'm at the very least going to scale out of my trade. One of the reasons I think that I was getting excited on my trade for Ethereum was, I think, because of what Ethereum did on the weekly, and that was pretty bullish. I did talk about this in yesterday's video. I do believe Ethereum closed over the weekly 21 EMA on the weekly, well, on the weekly time frame. Ethereum closed over the weekly 21 EMA. However, I expect Ethereum to do something like this because it's done something like this in the past where it gives it up right away. Now the question is, can it close above it by the end of the week? If we get that open and the close, that will be very, very bullish. Okay, so what am I looking for Ethereum to do now? Again, I am playing this on the 2-day time frame, so that's what I'm going to be primarily looking at. If we do close over the 2-day 21 EMA, well, I'm going to look for Ethereum to actually pop up all the way back to 222. Is it going to go straight up there? No, I'm not expecting that. If it does, I'm going to be very happy. I'm not going to expect that. Remember, this is a 2-day time frame. We're going to see, this is going to take some time to play out, right? We may very well, we do have resistance, we do have overhead resistance. Now I do want to also talk about that. On the daily, we have the Kijun overhead, we have the 200 EMA and the 200 EMA that are both going to be acting as resistance on the way up. But again, since I'm playing this on the 2-day, I'm not going to be paying too much attention to those. I will be taking some of my profits because this is a big position that I do have. I'll be taking some of my profits on the daily 200 MA, somewhere around this zone, right? But for the most part, I'm looking for Ethereum to pop up all the way back over here, 222, if it can close over the 21 EMA on the 2-day. As simple as that. Okay, that's what I'm looking at for now. If it closes underneath the 10kin, I'm out of the trade. Perhaps Ethereum will see another bounce at around 186. We'll talk about that when we get there. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Throw it a like, throw it a subscribe, join the Telegram group while you can. It is open for now. Again, it was closed for a while because we had 400 members, cleared out a few members who were inactive. Open again, join while you can.